In this video, I'm going to show you how you can make a pattern for your speakers. So the best thing to do is to actually have your speakers by you, and we are going to just zoom into this area, and I'm going to have a rough idea of how big I want my little circles to be inside. Over on the sidebar, I'm going to select my ellipse tool, and at this point you should decide what color you want your little inner speakers to be. Then I'll go back to my ellipse tool, and I'm just going to create, holding shift, a tiny little circle. Now I'm going to zoom in and I will duplicate this. Standard duplication is Control-C, Control-V. It duplicates it. You can use your arrow keys over if you want to make it precise. Control-C, Control-V. And now I have my 3. I'm going to select all 3, Control-C, Control-V. Arrow key them down. There are quick keys to this, but I don't want to get everyone too confused, so I'm just going to do it this way. I'm also going to group them by the 3s, and I'll explain this in a minute. So the 3, Control-G will group it, so I have 2 groups, and I'm going to make one more. So Control-C, Control-V. And here we go. So the reason why you want to have the 3 groups is we want to align these and make sure they are aligned perfectly. Having them all selected, I'm going to go up to the top where it is align, and I'm just going to align them all to the left because realistically that should work. Okay, now that I have all of them aligned, I am going to add them to my swatches. Over on the sidebar here are your swatches. If you don't see this, go up to the top, Window, and click on swatches, and this will pop up. Highlighting over top of all of them, I am going to just click and drag this into the panel, and you'll see that it is now made right over here. Zooming out so I can see my speaker. Once you've made your pattern, now it's time to add it to the speakers. I'm going to go over on the side here and hit the ellipse tool. From this middle point, I'm going to hold Alt down and shift, and that will draw it from the center, a perfect circle. And from here, I will go up to the top and pick my new pattern, and I will add a stroke to it of a dark gray value, and I'm going to increase the stroke size up at the top here to a 3-point. Clicking away, now I can see what I've done with my speakers. If I'm not happy, I just select it again, and maybe I want to just have it as a thin stroke. Now moving on to the second one, I'm going to do the same thing by holding Alt and Shift and drawing out from the center. And this time, because I had it previously set, it is grabbing my pattern, but it did not grab my stroke. So I will just fill that in, and it defaulted to the 1-point. And if I click away, you can see that I am all done.